So this happened back in 2002. Okay, in 2002, I was just finishing my university, my last year, um, and I caught an infection called tuberculosis. At the time, I didn't know it was TB, and I had the symptoms of cold, feverish, and fluish, and cough. I had this going on 2 weeks. It wasn't better, so I went doctor, and he said to me, "Go and get an X-ray." So at the time, I had two young sons, and also I was running a business as well as studying full time. So I was very busy. So I kind of put the X-ray to the back of my list of priorities. I just said I'm going to soldier it and I'm going to be all right. Ginger, lemon, and all that stuff. Well, it got to a point after about 2 months. I'd gone to the doctors, got the X-ray form, but I still didn't go. About 2 months, and then I got really bad. Like one day I woke up and my bed was covered in sweat, so much sweat, just damp, and I was really my temperature, my cough. So I said, you know what? Let me go and get this X-ray done. So I went to Neom General Hospital and I saw, I had my X-ray and they said to me, go back to your GP in 7 days and get the results. And I jumped in a cab to go back home. By the time I got home, my other half was saying to me, what's going on at the hospital? They've rang like a million times asking for you if you've got back yet. And they said, when you get back, to tell you to come straight back to the hospital. So I said, I don't know. They just told me to go back to the GP, but now let me just go back to the hospital. So when I went back, the doctor said to me, your chest is really bad and we don't have time to book surgery because of how bad your chest is. And we need to do an operation on you now, right here, right now, in the ward. Which was a bit of a shock to me because I know I was sick, but not that sick. So I was in the ward, and that ward had like nine other patients, and he just drew the curtain around the bed and said he'll be back shortly. So after like 15 minutes, he came back with a machine. He pushed a machine. This machine had an arrow, metal arrow, like a giant metal arrow. And at the end of the arrow was a tube, plastic tube that connected into a bucket. And this was also connected to the machine that he brought. So he said to me, I'm going to give you a local anesthetic and then I'm going to do the operation to bleed the infected liquid in your lungs. So he said to me he has some unqualified doctors who would like to see the operation if I minded. I said, no, everyone has to learn. So there was like 5 unqualified doctors and 1 qualified doctor. And his name was Dr. Watson. Yeah, big up yourself, Dr. Watson, for saving my life, as well as God using you to save my life. Big up yourself.